Hi guys, it's Zelda. I am doing a little intermezzo here because it has come to my attention that a lot of people are confused about what's going on and what the story is. So I'm going to try and explain as much as I can without spoiling anything for the rest of the playthrough. So Subnautica is an action-adventure survival game in which the spaceship you were in, the Aurora, crashed due to mysterious circumstances, and you are flung to the planet below in your lifeboat, as you have seen, with nothing but your PDA, or I just call it a tablet, really. The planet is mostly just inhabited with sea creatures that are unlike anything we've ever seen. We can scan various things with our scanner to get information about them, and we can read about them in our PDA. Now, this is actually a huge mistake that I made, that I didn't read anything because I was really anxious to get back to where I was after I lost my recording of 20 hours, which was my fault. I should have stepped back, taken a breather, and just get into this with a fresh mind and a good emotional state. So that's my fault. That is my mistake, and I apologize for that if you have been kind of lost in what I'm doing, why I'm so fast, etc. And I realize a lot of this because I'm editing it now, and it just makes it really hard for people to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing them. So I will kind of try and read some of the PDA bits that you kind of need to know. Certain things like the fauna and the flora I'm gonna leave out. If you do want to know that, I'm gonna put the Subnautica wiki down below, but I'm gonna give you the important bits now, and I hope that sort of makes up for that I haven't done that at all. So let me just start this. Let's see. So this is kind of something that you need to know. These are the begin game things. I just recorded a little bit of the beginning. So I'm gonna read this out a little bit. So start here. If you are reading this, then you have survived an emergency evacuation of a capital class ship equipped with Altera technology. Congratulations, the hard part is over. Your PDA has automatically rebooted in emergency mode. This operating system has one directive: to keep you alive on a hostile alien world. If this is not possible, it will alert salvage teams to the location of your remains. It features full monitoring of vital signs for timely survival advice, blueprints for fabricating a range of essential survival equipment tailored to your environment, onboard camera, microphone, and OCR technology for short-range situational analysis, cross-compatibility with Altera-compliant products. And B, your personal and work files have been encrypted and may be retrieved at a later date by a licensed engineer. So that's kind of how you start things off by reading this. And you have a little survival checklist here as well. So the survival checklist includes: administer first aid if required, take inventory of available materials and supplies and decide on rations, survey the environment for threats and resources, conduct necessary survival equipment by using the lifepod's fabricator, check the lifepod for damage and repair as necessary, broadcast local distress signal using lifepod's short-range radio, locate other survivors using line of sight or radio, find or construct a more permanent habitat, maintain physical and psychological health until rescue. NB, I don't know what NB means, but this information is meant as a general guide. In the first instance, you should always follow the advice of your PDA, which has taken your particular circumstances into account. Okay. So we have warning: blueprint database corrupted, which is right here. Damage to your PDA's hard drive has corrupted approximately 80% of stored survival blueprints. Blueprints may be acquired by scanning a salvage technology using the handheld scanner, or by downloading plans from a shipboard databox. In circumstances, these assets will most likely be found amongst wreckage from the Aurora. So that's kind of like what we've been doing. We have been following the checklist of what to do. We have like prepared a lot of things. We have gone and looked for resources and stuff. And later on we'll like do other things. So I just wanted you to know that that was something that we did. So we have additional technical support as well, which this is just information about your life pod, which is not really that like important. Your protection suit, which is what you're wearing, it's not really important either. And then the alter ship status, which like shows you a little bit about like the planet. So you can see that this is a planet called 4546b, and how many people were on board and what happened to you is actually unknown. So that's why it's mysterious. Why has this happened? Why have we gone down on this planet? And we're gonna find out eventually. But like I said, I was really frustrated in the recording, and I actually noticed that as well, and that's not a good look either. Know that I know that, and I'm sorry for that. I'm doing my best, but I've already recorded the entire playthrough, so I can't really change much. So this is basically what the engineering section is, the habitat. It's not really important. And you have your blueprints as well, which is all the air pumps and what we all have. So I'm gonna go a little bit further because we are a little bit further. I'm not gonna scan all the fauna, that's not necessary, but the things that are necessary, I'm gonna cut to that and I'm gonna show you what is essential. Alright? So I'll be right back. So actually I wanted to show you this. This is kind of the outline of our character. You can see that it's a man. So we are a man in this game. Just in case you were wondering if we were a man or a woman, we are a man. So I'm also going to show you this. So this menu, you can see that this is divided by resources, personal and deployables. Resources has basic materials and electronics. So if we click basic materials, we get titanium, which we get from metal salvage, and we have titanium ingot, which we get from 10 times titanium. We get silicon rubber, which we need creepvine seed clusters for. We have glass, which we need quartz for, and bleach if we need it from salt deposits and coral tube samples. Right here is electronics, so you can get a copper wire by using 2 copper ore, a battery with acid mushrooms and copper ore, a computer chip with table coral and gold and copper wire, and a wiring kit with silver ore. So that's resources. Personal is where our equipment and our tools are at, which we need. We need a standard oxygen tank, so I'm just gonna craft that, which unlocks a blueprint acquired, which is a high capacity oxygen tank, which we need all of these things for. So in my playthrough you see me doing this really fast because I know what I need and I see it really quickly, which is not something that you see, and I can't really change that right now. But definitely like when I like play below zero, I've already played below zero. I'm pretty sure I do say more about what I need, and I also get to pin the recipes. So just know that it's not too important that you need to know what I'm making, because you can do the same thing and you can see it on your screen. But know that I can't really change that right now. So but yeah, we can make a fire extinguisher, a pipe, a floating air pump. These are not really necessary, by the way, if you are wondering. Fins, a first aid kit, and in our tools we see the scanner, the repair tool, the flashlight, the survival knife, the flare, and the habitat builder. And we have this one already. I'm pretty sure we have this one. I don't use the flashlight because the Sea Glide has its own flashlight. And habitat builder we have as well, and the knife, of course. And these all need their resources, and I collect resources to get these things and to get these things. And as you can see, Sea Glide, we don't know that one right now, but in our playthrough we already have that, I believe. And mobile vehicle bay and everything. And usually when you see these are usually the things that we still need to make and need to get. Same as these things. So you can see we need silicone rubber, for example. So I now have a bigger oxygen tank. And these are not that important, the blueprints. But I'm gonna keep going here. So kind of funny, because these are the bladderfish. The little pink ones. These guys. Right here, this guy. That's a bladderfish. That's what you use for water in a survival mode. I used to do freedom mode, so I don't really need that. There's also other fish. These black ones, for example. I'm pretty sure that this is the one that's swimming away from me, that has the yellow eyes. That's called a peeper. Right, this guy, peeper. This is a peeper. And that is the most nutritious fish that there is in the game. They are very important for the game, actually. I'm not going to spoil why, but they're important, so you kind of need to know who they are. The rest of the fish are not too important. They're actually quite not important, actually. So I'm gonna grab these creepvine clusters because we can make silicone from them. You can see that we have a new blueprint here. So resources, basic materials, we can make a lubricant and we can make silicone rubber. Which we're gonna make silicone rubber because we don't need lubricant just yet. And from that we can make a knife. Et voila! And for the rest we can't make yet. So now, because we need to make batteries, we're gonna grab some of these acid mushrooms. We have 6 of them. And we're gonna find some more limestone. Ooh, quartz. We also need quartz because you can make glass from quartz. There we go. More quartz. And there's some limestone. We got another copper. Some titanium. Oh, more quartz. Ah, there we are. This is the tunnel I was looking for. Some titanium again. Ooh, copper. We need copper. This is the fastest way to get in your pod, by the way. From below. And we can make some glass. Let's do that. You can see we can make copper wire and batteries, but we're gonna make batteries. Because we want, and you can see that this has opened up. Because we made a battery, you can now make a power cell. But we're gonna make a scanner. And so what else do we need? We need silver ore, we need glass. Let's see. Repair tool. I mean, we can make a repair tool. So, blah 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 blah. That always hurts, but you need to get to them, so. Because you need the sulfur. You can see that I can scan them. Let's say we scan... Let's just scan something, you know? Like this guy. Brain coral. There. We have a scan. And I'm just going to show you that what it shows. We can go here, we can go to our databank and to indigenous lifeform coral, brain coral. And here it says everything about this coral and if it is and what the assessment is. If you want to know more about the creature or the life form or the thing, usually it's best to read this. But if you just want to know how can I use it, that the assessment is enough. So the air tanks are equipped to siphon oxygen from the water where possible. So you can hang above it, and I'm pretty sure I'm hearing that right now. See, right there, it produces bubbles, and you can take those bubbles and use it oxygen for yourself. So that's how you kind of learn how to figure out how everything goes and how everything works. And you can do that with limestone and with peepers and with blueprints as well. You can do it literally almost with everything. So we have the sulfur. I'm pretty sure we had the silicon right here. And now, did we need anything else? No, we do not. So now we can make a repair tool. So we're gonna do that, which I've already done in our playthrough, of course. And we can use the repair tool to repair our pod. So this happens. And the radio as well, which I'm not going to do right now. So now you see something more important. And this is kind of the last important thing I am going to show you. And that's where this episode is going to end. This is the environment scan. It's 4546B environment scan. So this is how you learn that it's a category 3 ocean planet. What that truly means, I don't know either. That's never explained. It's an oxygen nitrogen atmosphere like our planet Earth, and it has an extensive biodiversity. So there's a lot of creatures here. So safety warnings, this is a really important one, may support Leviathan-class predators. If you don't know what Leviathan means, it basically means sea monsters. So really big sea monsters like the Kraken or like what they have in the Greek mythology, like I don't know what that thing is called anymore, but but those kinds of creatures, which people used to be scared of. But this place actually supports the Leviathan-class predators, like I mean, I guess a really common one is the megalodon, for example, or the giant squid, but even bigger than that. So water is contaminated with high levels of foreign bacteria. Oh, that's not good, right? How is that going to impact us? So the planet is beyond Federation space, rescue unlikely. So this means that there's no spaceships that are likely to be in our neighborhood to actually rescue us. So if that happens, it's really unlikely and it's very lucky. So it is not recommended to explore this environment without hazardous material suits and extensive support apparatus, which we don't really have because our PDA had a corruption, right? Yeah, we had a blueprint or database corruption, so we couldn't really make the hazardous material suits. So that's kind of like the essential basics of the game, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and what needs to be done. It's basically survive this really treacherous environment and figure out where you need to go. And more than that, I can't really say because I'll be spoiling the entire game, and I hope you'll still follow my playthrough. I know it goes a little bit fast and I'm really sorry about that, but I can't change that right now, not anymore, unless I like completely retake it, but then the whole experience will be not new to me at all, and like the other playthrough where at least a part of it is still new. So I don't know what happened. Oh, I think I got hit by a bird. I think I got hit by a bird. So, but then at least you know. And I just wanted to say that real quick. So yeah, I'm gonna sign off right now. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you continue to watch the next episode. I'm continuing to upload 2 times a week. I think that is a better consistency for me. And if that ever changes, I will let you know. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.